Dr. Tharoor, is the Congress agitation against Rahul Gandhi's disqualification really gaining traction as you try and spread it nationwide, or is it simply failing to take off? Even in Wayanad, with due regard, sir, the fact is that we haven't seen that kind of public support, at least public protests, we haven't seen on Rahul Gandhi's disqualification. What does that suggest? Why is there an absence of any large-scale protest?
It suggests to me that perhaps, if you look at different places at different times, you get different impressions. I've been in Thiruvananthapuram, yesterday in Guruvayur, and I can tell you that the turnout has been exceptional in both places. Unfortunately, so exceptional that in Trivandrum we had some terrible police brutality as unarmed youth Congress activists out in the street shouting were assaulted brutally by the Kerala police with lathis and worse. They were beaten on heads and bodies, and even innocent passers-by got bruised from these attacks. So clearly, if nothing was happening, these things wouldn't be happening. I visited some of the victims in hospital. It's pretty grim stuff going on. But the truth is that there is a fair amount of traction that I can see, but I agree that it may not be evenly spread everywhere. Wayanad people and people generally across our country have fundamental issues of life, of employment, of income, of inflation to worry about. And therefore, it's not that they don't care, it's just that there are things they're trying to do to keep their own body and soul together. That's essentially the only difference that I see. I don't think it's a lack of traction. I think it's that naturally people have other things. It's the politically committed who are out there every single day, and that the Congress has been able to sustain that so far suggests that the Congress people, at least workers and supporters, are strongly mobilized.
But Dr. Tharoor, there has been an attempt by the Congress to evoke sympathy for Rahul Gandhi. I saw a social media campaign, Mere Ghar Aao Rahul Gandhi, because he's going to lose his government bungalow. There doesn't seem to be, though, on the ground, beyond the Congress cadres, the kind of widespread sympathy perhaps that maybe the Congress was hoping for. Rahul Gandhi doesn't seem to be an Indira Gandhi of the 70s who could go to a Chikmagalur, win her by-election after she lost her membership in 77. Do you agree that Rahul Gandhi is yet to evoke that wider sympathy outside your hardcore Congress cadres?
Rajiv, I can only talk about what I see, and I've been in Kerala the whole of this week, and I can tell you that here there is tremendous public sympathy. So much so that I'm picking this up even from people who are not Congress sympathizers. There is a genuine perception that democracy is under threat here. Because even people who don't really like Rahul Gandhi or want to vote for the Congress, when you ask them, is it good for democracy that the principal leader of the major opposition party is going to go to jail for 2 years and will not be able to raise his voice in parliament for 8? Is that good for democracy? And even people who say they voted for the BJP last time are saying, that's really not good. That's not what our democracy should be all about. That's what I'm hearing more and more. Public sympathy is there. Maybe not everybody who sympathizes publicly will come out on the street and brave the police lathis. But the perception that this is about something even larger than an individual or a particular party, but is about saving our democracy, that perception is widespread in Kerala. Now, that's for Kerala that I can speak about, because that's where I am. If you're telling me that it's not where you are, then clearly there are different perceptions. But I have no doubt that this has gained a lot of traction, this message.
Okay, Kerala is not India, Dr. Tharoor, but let's look at what has been the central issue raised by Rahul Gandhi, the Adani issue. For the last 8 years, Dr. Tharoor, Rahul Gandhi has constantly called the Modi government an Adani Ambani ki sarkar, and yet you lost 2 elections badly in 2014 and 19. So what can be different in 2024 when once again Rahul Gandhi takes the Adani issue on the center stage? Is it that you are still not able to connect this Adani question or the claim that it's a scam to a politically, electorally viable weapon?
Look, let me speak personally. I'm not an official spokesman of the party, nor am I a strategist for the party who decides these things. But what I believe is in raising questions in the interest of accountability, but moving on to issues that touch the daily lives of my voters. And if I speak to them of issues like unemployment, inflation, lack of credible measures of governance, whether in Karnataka, in Kerala, of course, the governance is by the communists, but